Why would you want to drain it, and when would you drain it?
If you're not using it in the winter.
Got it. Okay. And you just open that valve right there?
You go to turn on your pump inside,
Uh-huh.
pull this cap, make sure you're not hooked up to any water. You go to pull, I'll show you inside, you gotta have to drain your freshwater tank. But before you pull this guy out, you gotta relieve some pressure because this guy will come shooting out if you try doing it right now, especially if it's extremely hot. So you pull it out, this bottom of your tank, it drains. So if you're storing it for winter, not using it, and it's getting to the cold season, you always want to drain so the water inside doesn't freeze, expand, and crack anything.
And this is, we're draining the water that's in the tank.
In this tank, yep.
Okay. So the tank that's separate from the city water hookup is attached to the hot water heater, right?
There is no tank for the city water, no. It's
Right.
just inlets, water inlets.
So what I'm saying is, what we're draining out is the
Only
tank.
the water from the tank.
Got it. How do you know? Are there level meters to show how much?
Not in the tank. No.
Okay.
In your toilets, your gray tank, you have levels to let you know.
Okay.
And this one, no. So
Okay.
any
So
questions?
real
No.
quick, just to go through this real quick. Before we use the hot water heater, it has to be switched on in the panel, right?
Mhm.
And then we
give it-
come out here and we make sure that it gets all over your phone, and then we can go.
Make sure there's water. Yep.
If there's not water, it's gonna ruin the whole thing.
Heating out. Yep. It'll crack.
Okay.
You won't have hot water.
Okay, and then in the winter, we drain it
Mm-hmm.
by unscrewing this.
Yep. It's a 1/116 socket that'll fit on it.
Okay. Is there any other precautions we have to do before draining it? Like switch anything off?
Well, everything. Yeah. If you're draining it, yeah, make sure there's no power or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just open up.
It just flies out of there? No
will,
hose or
yep.
nothing, huh?
Water
Okay.
will just come
All
draining
right.
out.
All right.
If you keep this on hot for a long period of time, you're not using this guy will start to leak and drain. So that way it relieves the pressure and it doesn't blow up.
Okay.
So if you have it on, you're not using it. A lot of people don't like to turn them on because of that reason. So if you don't plan on using hot water for a long period of time, your preference on when to turn it off or on.
Uh-huh.
But these will take about 10-15 minutes to heat up. Inside.
So turn it on like a half hour maybe before you take a shower or
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly.
Yeah.
Because these people freak out because these will drip water, relieving pressure.
Okay.
Um,
Like condensation or actual?
No, hot pressure.
Oh,
the
wow.
pressure building
Okay.
up inside, heat will push the water outside, so it doesn't blow up inside.
Uh-huh.
This is what it's supposed to do. So this eventually will pop out if you have it on too long, and no water is being used from it. That's your high pressure relief valve.
Is that a spark thingy?
That is,
Oh,
yep,
what is
because you have propane to run it.
Yikes.
So this will be actual flame coming out of here.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
If you use propane a lot, keep this clean and blown out.
Okay.
Wasp, spider, beetles love the smell of propane and will nest near it. That would cause it harder to light,
Okay.
and you won't get as hot flame.
All right.
But that's just your maintenance. Keep it clean and blown out. So vacuum it, or if you have a little air compressor, blow it out. That way the flame can naturally work.
Okay. And also the city water hookup or the regular freshwater hookup
City water only. Not fresh water.
bypasses the
Fresh
tank.
tank.
Fresh tank. Okay. All right.
So when you're at a park or at home using this is where you hook up your hose.
Mm-hmm.
We advise putting a pressure regulator on the end of it.
I've heard that.
That way it's sitting
Yeah.
overnight, not blowing any lines. But as soon as you turn on your hose, it pressurizes the whole system. So as soon as you turn on the sink, water will start coming out.
Okay. It's just a valve near the point of where you're turning on the hose, right? That you
Mhm.
put on the.
Yep.
Okay.
Of course, we have a storage compartment. Hold on there.
Yeah.
Down below, we have
And
your
that
power cord.
locks. Does that lock?
This is a lock, yep.
Oh, good.
So we have your power cord.
Yeah.
It just rolls right on, hooks on in. We have cable in, so if you're at home or at a park, plug in the cable, run a TV scan, and you get your channels.
And does that power cord come with
It
the
does,
unit?
yep.
Okay, good.
And then that, I'll run your slide in at the end. We'll go over those, the propane and everything. Generator.
Is this the actual unit we're driving home today?
This is,
Okay. All right.
of course, we have a big swing open bay.
Yeah. Not room. Okay.
Of course, over here, we have your fuel station. That's where you fill up, go to the gas station. Down below, we have sewer drain. So inside, you have your monitors to let you know how full they're getting. So we have a black tank and a gray tank. So when dumping, or if you're at a park and you're hooked up, have your sewer hose and everything, always leave them closed, no matter what. Leave them closed until you're ready to leave or you're full enough to dump. The reason is, if you leave it open, especially your black tank, the water just trickles out and then all the solids just stick to the bottom of the tank. There's nothing to push them out.
So the black tank is for sewage and the gray is for like just water and pee?
Yep. No, so black tank is going to be a toilet only.
Okay.
Gray is going to be your sink, kitchen, shower.
Oh. So, okay.
So all that wastewater from
all
your sink,
all
shower,
other water from
it goes
shower.
to gray, and then your toilet is your black tank.
Okay. We're thinking we're probably just going to do number one in this thing, but
Your preference?
you never know. So, I
Um,
mean, how much easier is that? Does it come with the big hose?
It does not, no.
So where do we, I guess we have to get that somewhere, huh?
Yeah, you can get it from our retail
And are they
store.
universal in size?
The heads, yes. The lengths, no.
Okay. All right, got it.
Right here.
Oh, actually, okay, so let's say you hook up your hose to the black, pull the black cap out. So do you do the gray first and then the black, or does it matter?
If you're dumping, dump black first.
Dump black first.
So that way at the end, the gray water can help clean out your hose. So it's not so
Okay.
smelly and dirty when you're putting it away.
And then afterwards, then you do the Santa flush.
Santa flush, you don't have to. It's going to be your preference. This does help keep your black tank reading correctly. So what the Santa flush does, just like your city water,
Yeah.
you hook up your hose,
Yeah.
you turn it on, there's a high pressure nozzle sprayer right below your tank,
Yeah.
or your toilet, that sprays into your black tank.
Got it.
Help keep it clean, reading correctly. When using this though, you want your tank handles, your black tank, to be closed, so it builds enough pressure inside to push everything back out. If you leave it open, the water just trickles out and doesn't really clean anything.
You just pull on these.
Yep. Some water.
So what is that? What water is in there now?
Probably just got stuck in the lines from it getting dumped.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so you just.
So black first and then the gray. Oh, okay. Another question would be, so let's say, you know, sorry to get graphic, but let's say we just pee in the toilet. Can you just, you have to still do the hose, or can you just like
No,
open that up and,
you
since
don't
we're
have
not
to
going
have
to
the
be
hose.
pooping
Keep
or
it clean
anything?
because it's still, you still have about a 40-gallon tank inside,
Okay.
storage tank.
But I'm saying when you dispose of it,
Yeah, keep it closed all the time.
I understand that, but let's say when you're done and you want to empty it and you didn't poop in it, can you just open it up anywhere and let it fly?
No, it has to be through a sewer.
Okay.
It has to be.
I don't know why our friends with a camper van said, oh yeah, if you're not going to poop, you just open it up anywhere and let it go. I'm thinking,
No,
it's not going to kill the grass.
you get a ticket.
Yeah.
That's a sanitation.
Okay.
So, black tank, you have your handle and gray handle. over
Black
here.
tank with gray hanger. That's open. You want it
Yeah,
open
it's
or?
fine.
Okay.
I'll close it
And
back up.
is it going to be full of fuel when we leave here?
Yep, it has full tank and full propane.
Okay.
Over here, this model, you have another handle right here.
Uh-huh.
This is also for your black tank. You
Okay.
have two handles for the black tank. Keep this one closed until you're ready. So technically, you can have that one open
Until you're ready for what?
to dump.
Okay.
So you have two handles to let your poop out. Or
But
the
shouldn't
black
they
tank.
always be closed anyway?
When you're using them, yes.
Okay.
This one, your toilet's like right here
Uh-huh.
somewhere. Goes right here. As soon as you open that handle, it goes to the next handle.
So you open this one first.
Open the end one first.
Oh,
If you leave this one open and the end one closed, you have all that weight going down the pipe
Okay.
and just sitting on it. So you can damage the structure of the plumbing.
all right.
So always make sure this guy is closed until you are ready to dump.
So you open that one over there first,
Yep.
and
come
then
over here.
immediately this one, or
And-
you wait?
So if you're hooked up, that black tank handle can be open because this is the first gate it's going to go to.
Okay.
And then once you open it, then it will fill out your black tank. They give you two handles because of how the angle of it is designed.
So I guess the question I need to get is, can they both be open like basically at the same time? You're gonna do that first, but then can you immediately come over and just open that one, or
Yes.
do you wait? Okay.
This one, as long as this one's closed, it's not gonna. If you open that handle,
Uh-huh.
nothing's gonna happen until this one's open.
Got it. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, cool.
It's just just how they angle the plumbing.
Right.
If you keep this one open and that one closed, all that weight's on the plumbing in the back, and you
Okay.
can damage the plumbing.
Okay.
So just remember you have two handles to bolt. Of course, we have more storage. Right here we have the exhaust for your heater. So when running your furnace, heat inside, be cautious of what you put in front of it.
Yeah.
About a good foot, it will get hot and blow hot air out. Right here,
We will never. That doesn't ever need to be opened by us.
if you do a lot of dry camping using propane, you will open it, keep it clean, blown out. That's about it.
I mean that one.
Oh, this? Yeah, you never have to open that.
Okay.
Nope. But just like your water heater, just keep it clean and blown out. They
Mhm.
will run propane or electric. And I'll go over the switches and how to turn on and on inside.
All right. Now what is this?
This is the back of your refrigerator.
Oh, okay. And what would I be doing in that panel?
Keeping
for?
it clean.
Okay, that's it.
That's it.
No-
Just like your hot water heater, just keep it clean and blown out.
Okay.
Quarter turn and they lock it.
Yeah, we live on the coast, so we have major mice issues, so that's a worry for me.
Of course, more storage. We have 110 outlet.
Okay.
So right here, this is where you fill your fresh tank. So the tank stored inside. If you're out, not going to parks or anything, out in the mountains, no power, no hookup, this is where you fill your fresh tank.
Opposed to, what would the other one be for then? The city hookup.
That's to put water in your lines instantly. This is just a storage tank inside.
Okay, so you need to do both.
No.
What? Okay, I'm confused.
If you're dry
I
camping,
get this
you use
part.
this.
Okay.
If you're just going to parks, you use the city.
Okay.
Because there's no point in filling this up and carrying all that weight water with you if you're not going to use it.
Okay. And do you empty this one if you're done camping and you're ready to hit the road? Or can
No,
it
you
stay-
can take it with you.
Okay.
If you're going a lot of dry camping, but if
Uh-huh.
you're not doing any dry camping, you're just going to parks, you're always going to have power hookups, there's no point in having this.
Okay.
That's about a couple 100 pounds of water.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
it's about 40 gallons.
If I wanted to drain it, how would I do that?
Inside, and I'll show you
Okay.
how to do that.
All right.
Awning is powered by a switch. Of course, LED lights are all powered by a switch. I'll demo the awning real quick.
Can you change the pitch on these things?
Yes and no. What you can do is on each side, right here, they give you the option
Okay.
to pull it.
Yeah.
You can loosen and tighten the bolt on either side, so that way you have a natural pitch, water runoff.
So maybe have two people, one on one each side doing it?
Just make sure it's back up when running it in.
Okay.
It doesn't want to kink and bend. But I'll show you how the switch, says awning. So press it, it's rolling in. I stop, it stops. This little flap right here. So it's gonna roll in. So let's say you're rolling it out. Here comes the flap. That's your stopping point.
Oh, you don't let it stop. You know when to stop it. You
Yep.
don't just keep your finger on the button and
Nope.
wait for it.
So this flap comes down, you stop. Reason is, just like you were saying, there's no stopping point. They get a little further out and it reverses itself back in. That's bad for the motor and the tension, and you can break it after a while, and it won't want to roll correctly.
Now on this thing, on the slide, is there a motor on each side? And do they, something about they need to sync up?
Yes.
I heard something
It's
about
swing
that.
type.
So in that case, you do leave your finger on it a tad longer to let them sync up at the end? Something like
when
that?
You're pushing it out and in, yep.
Okay.
And I'll go over that more
Alrighty.
when we're running that.
But not on the awning. All right.
Just the switch, press and hold. It's perfectly fine.
What would happen if you went too far? Like a little, like, we don't have kids, but let's say,
it just reverses itself back in.
it doesn't break it.
It will, yes.
Oh, it will?
Yep. Your tension
Holy
rod, where
crap.
the motor is.
How long? How far do you know where to go, though?
Just the flap, because the flap comes down.
Oh, I see. Show me how far.
So I'm running it out.
That's
Flap's
it.
down.
Got it.
That's it.
Yep. All right.
Of course, you have a switch.
Hold on.